friends, is going to be stress. And how do we really conquer stress? How do we take care of ourselves in stressful situations that we are going through now? We're experiencing stress now. And how mindfulness could be useful in addressing stressful situations. Now, all of you would agree with me that most of us in this modern world are getting stressed, not really physically, but 80 to 90% of the times we are getting stressed mentally or emotionally. Many times, like the thoughts which are running in our mind that creates emotional stress in our body. So very few of us are actually engaged into physical activities that are stressful. Yeah, but we create stressful situations for us, maybe because of the situations outside, but we create it in our mind. So we create it because of the thoughts which run in our mind. And then that stress gets manifested in our body, right? So it's not physical stress directly. It's the stress, emotional level stress that is getting manifested in the physical stress. And then that may result into some kind of illness, sickness, very uncomfortable feeling. It's not a very pleasant experience to be in a stressful situation. So this being getting created in our mind, can we do something about it by practicing mindfulness? And that's the topic of discussion and the topic of practice today. So what we're going to do and what I'm going to explain for first maybe 5 to 10 minutes before we actually get into the practice is how do we manage the stress and how do we access the relaxation in the body, which is there. I mean, nature has given us tremendous relaxation, which is contained in our body, but invariably, given the situations that we are trapped in, we tend to overlook that restfulness, which actually is present in our body. So the topic for discussion for the first 10 minutes is that how do we really get in touch with that restfulness, which is in abundance in our body, right? And then we're going to be practicing it. So I will try to, link it back to the techniques that we have experienced earlier. And I'm not sure how many of you were there with the session that I conducted last Wednesday, but I'm sure you have attended at least 1 or 2 sessions in this series of mindfulness previously. And you must have heard about a technique called as see, hear, feel. So it's about seeing, it's about hearing, and it's about feeling in the body. So actually all of us, the nature has bestowed us with 5 senses, as you all know. Our ability to see, ability to hear, ability to feel, the touch as a dimension, our ability to taste, and the ability to smell. So out of this, the taste, smell, and touch, they're all put together in one category called as feel. We basically, when we smell something, we're getting a feeling level sensation out of it. When we taste something, same thing happens, and the touch. So the technique that we're talking about over here is revolving around 3 dimensions of our senses, which are our ability to see, ability to hear, and ability to feel, right? And we have done some sessions in this series itself to see how we can use these 3 senses to practice mindfulness. Now we're taking a step ahead and we are now going to experience how do you feel restfulness. So it's a special category within a sensory experience of feel. And we are saying that, okay, we want to take it further and we're using this feel as our sensory ability to experience restfulness, right? So today's topic is about feeling rest. It's about feeling restfulness in our body. It's about accessing that restfulness which is there in our body, right? Now, just to make the technique clear, let me tell you that there are 4 ways you can access restfulness in your body. And again, this is not a new discovery. This is what nature has given us. It's simply that because of the pressures which are surrounding us, because of the day-to-day life, the way we are living our life, we have overlooked these kind of access channels that we already have in us. So what I'm telling you is not new. It's not new science. It's not new discovery. It's already exists. We're just trying to refresh our memories, which are given to us by the nature, and trying to access those channels. So 4 channels, to make it very simple, to access restfulness. Yeah. The first one is creating restfulness, creating a sense of restfulness. Now, this is typically, if you see at the beginning of any mindfulness session, we say that, okay, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your body. So this is deliberately you're creating movements of restfulness in your body. So it's a deliberate action which you're taking manually to make sure that your body relaxes, right? So that you can find restfulness, right? Number 2 is finding rest. So it's not about you creating it. It already exists in our body. You go there and you just find it. For example, now all of us, all 15 people who are there on the call, we are sitting down, right? So when you're sitting down, you're not running, you're not going from here to there. So possibly you'll find a lot of restfulness in your arms, in your legs, in your chest, in your tummy, because you're relaxing, right? We just don't acknowledge that. But then finding that rest, which is already existing in your body, is also a channel with which you can access that restfulness. Number 3, finding the neutral zones in your body. Now, what are these neutral zones? Neutral zones are those areas of our body which have inherently, they have a little less activity. See, restfulness is exactly opposite of activeness, right? So you'll find, for example, our earlobes. Okay, tip of the nose, maybe chin. These are the places which actually we tend to take them for granted. We don't even realize that they exist. Okay? So these are the natural spots in our body wherein restfulness exists, to the extent that we don't even feel those parts of the body in our daily routine. Even if we are very, very busy, you'll see that your of earlobes and nose, tip of the nose, your chin is quite relaxed, no matter what kind of tension or what kind of hastiness that you're going through, what kind of pressures that you're going through, right? So these are called as neutral zones in the body. And the 4th one, which is most important and the simplest of all, is the out breath. If you notice, every time, even when you're following the natural breathing rhythm, forget about taking a deep breath and then long exhale. Whenever you're following even the natural rhythm of your breath, your breathing, and if you get in touch with that, you will find there's a lot of restfulness every time you exhale. There is restfulness in the chest. There's restfulness around the muscles in your lungs, right? And there is restfulness in your tummy also. So again, I'll repeat, there are 4 ways, and we'll be using these 4 channels as we practice. And that's why I'm just setting the context to make sure that we all practice it well and we can actually get in touch with that restfulness. So 4 channels, as I said. First one is actually creating rest. Second one, creating rest means manually, intentionally, you're creating rest in the body. Second is finding restfulness in the body. Third is getting in touch with the neutral zones of the body. And 4th is following the out breath. So basically following the breathing pattern and making sure that we get in touch with the restfulness with every exhale in our breathing, right? Okay, so this is a technique again, which you can use for a pretty short amount of time. Maybe it could be 5 to 10 minutes. Whenever you're feeling stressed, you can take a pause and you can say that, okay, I want to practice restfulness. I want to just close my eyes and then detach myself from the situation that I am in, and I want to practice restfulness. And you will experience, after 5 to 10 minutes of practicing this kind of mindfulness, you'll feel all charged up, you'll feel all refreshed, and the stress will run away and you'll be all afresh to take on what you're doing in your life. Okay, so I hope the technique is clear. Why we're doing it is also clear. So now we're going to be practicing it, right? So you'll be simply following the instructions that I'm giving you, and then you can use it in your day-to-day life even without my instructions being there. You can, it's so simple that you can practice it on your own. Whenever you feel stressful, whenever you feel in a need to get charged up, you can just take away 5 to 10 minutes and practice this, okay? So let's begin with our practice. This is going to be lasting for around 12 to 15 minutes. So Hopefully by 5:30, we'll be done with our practice. Okay? So as usual, close your eyes. If you're sitting in the chair, place both the feet firmly on the ground. If you're sitting on the floor with cross-legged position, feel the grounding with the floor. Relax and release any tension in your body, starting from the head. Soften your forehead, soften your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Bring a hint of smile to your lips. Relax your jaws. You may feel your tongue is getting withdrawn in your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Release any tension in your arms. Place both the palms on your lap, open, facing upward. Release any tension in your legs. But at the same time, sit with your spine erect. So essentially, the posture of your body is a perfect combination of relaxation and alertness. If you feel sleepy during the session, simply bring your attention to your spine and make it erect to become fully alert. Now, let us practice feel right. Fully with life, taking a pause, followed by a long out breath. With every exhale, with every out breath, feel the relaxation in the chest. Feel the relaxation in the muscles around your lungs. Feel the relaxation in your stomach. Continue with a few more deep breaths with long exhales. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. When you feel comfortable, return to your natural breathing rhythm, feeling restfulness with every exhale as you breathe naturally. Stay with this experience for a few moments. Experience the feeling of restfulness with every out breath. If there are any thoughts coming to your mind, let them simply pass by as clouds in the skies, bringing your attention back to your breathing. Now, gently scan your body. Now, continue scanning your body and get in touch with those neutral zones, such as your earlobes, tip of the nose, your chin, or any other part of the body where you find less activation. Stay in touch with these neutral zones for a few moments. and experience the relaxation, the abundance of relaxation that these parts of the body are holding for us. Now, imagine expanding this relaxation across your body. Feel the lightness in the body. Surrender to this peacefulness. Get completely drenched in this quiet. And focus on nothing but restfulness. As if your body is radiating peace and quiet. Experience the lightness. Across your body. There is pure calm getting radiated through your body. Simply be there as you experience this calmness for a few moments. As we come to the end of the session, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, gently come to the room, and open your eyes when you feel comfortable. So thank you very much. Thank you for sharing this brilliant 15 minutes with me. And I hope you enjoyed this session. Again, as I said in the beginning, if you focus on these 4 channels, you don't have to have any guided meditation. You can experience it anytime that you feel stressful. Just take a pause and get in touch with the restfulness in your body.